Hello, it's me, it's Grudsort Monkey, and I'm back once more with another Letters of Sports video. Today is the turn of the letter V, and instead of a team, this time we're focusing on a rather unusual sport. You might not actually be able to tell from the flag today just yet, but it's the sport of VX. Since I mentioned my flag, let's zoom in on that first, shall we? It's a picture, not a logo. Zooms in on the flag. Zooms. Here it is. It's a picture, as I say, not a logo or anything like that. It's a training session from the game of VX. VX, literally just the letters V and then X. This is some people practicing. This picture is actually from the Wikipedia page for VX. And it's England international Chloe Mitchell in the middle of unleashing a shot, as you can see there with a stick. It's an action shot, so it's a little bit blurry, so sorry about that. Do you want to zoom in a little bit more? There you go, you can have a proper look at it before we zoom back out. As I say, camera's made it a little bit blurry, but she's firing off a shot there in VX. We'll explain the rules in a moment. Let's zoom back out. Here we go. Zooms out. Hello. So, what is VX all about? Well, let's start at the beginning. VX was originally called Rocket Ball, like racquetball, but with rocket instead. It was first established in North Yorkshire in 2006, so it's a really modern sport and it's still growing. That might be why you haven't heard of it before. It's got a growing kind of coverage, shall we say, in primary schools and also, surprisingly, in prisons, which is a bit weird, but apparently it does. It was called Rocket Ball, and then it got changed to VX, as I say, in 2012, when the governing body for VX decided it would be better for the game's growing international development. Apparently it's becoming quite popular in Uganda, of all places. They have a governing body as well. As you might be able to see from the picture, there are elements of dodgeball and also lacrosse and hockey, but they say it's not an adaptation of any one given sport. VX is usually played by two teams of 5 players, and it's a gender-neutral sport, which means you can have any mix of players that you like on your team. It's played on a court that measures around the size of 4 standard badminton courts, but the rules also state any decent-sized sports hall can be used. I suppose because VX doesn't have its own designated dimensions yet, it means you can play it pretty much anywhere, which is quite useful, especially with a growing sport. In the US version, because there's some US players as well, they use basketball courts instead. VX players are not restricted to any one given place on this court. They are free to travel round as play dictates. Each player carries a stick known as a V-Stix. That's VSTIX, made of a control bar like a hockey stick, and a throwing and catching mitt like a lacrosse stick. When in possession, they can use both ends to dribble the ball, and there are 5 balls in play at any one given time. Scoring is a little bit like the dodgeball portion, which I mentioned earlier. You score a point by hitting an opponent with a ball anywhere between the shoulders and their feet. So not the face, never the face, not the eyes, thank you very much. If an opponent catches a thrown ball, they score 3 points, because that's much harder to do. If a player is hit, they must stop and then indicate to a referee that this has happened before they can rejoin play. Very much a sporting game where players are encouraged to show fair play. In fact, it's a foul and actually a 3-point penalty if a player doesn't declare a hit, because that's cheating. Why would you want to be a cheat? Don't be a cheat. Other fouls also include something known as fishing, which is if you pick up a ball while waiting to have your hit declared, you're not allowed to pick up another ball and be in possession of it before you're invited back into play. And also, you can get given a foul against you if you get caught swearing, which I imagine is quite difficult if you're having balls thrown at you and they hit you and it's a little bit painful. But that's, 3-point penalty for swearing whilst playing VX. But that is the weird and wonderful world that is VX. I've never seen it played. This is the first I've actually heard of it, was doing my research and stuff. But I would quite like to see it played. It sounds very frantic, very frenetic, and a lot of fun. It sounds pretty good. Although I don't think I'd want to play it myself, because me getting hit by balls in the stuffing does not sound very comfortable. I will be back again soon with another Letters of Sports video. It's going to be for the letter X next. The letter X is next, I think. No, wait. I've got to do W first. Then I've got to do the letter X. The letter X is going to be interesting. I have got some plans. But first we have to do the letter W, because that's how letters work. I forgot my alphabet for a moment there. Either way, that's the end of this video, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.